What's up, everybody? It's Pete, and I am back with another Risk video. Right now we are playing the Qing Dynasty map, which is one of my favorite maps. I don't know, I'm not particularly expert at it or anything, but I do really enjoy this map for whatever reason. I'm trying to set up a game with 1 AI and 4 human opponents. Let's see if they all stuck around. Looks like, okay, so we got 4 humans. I'm currently ranked in the low 2000s. And I'm first position, which is lousy. For a big thing to know about this map is here's the connections. The continent bonuses are numerous, so it is possible to hold. The map is small. There's only 35 territories. It really doesn't look like I have a good turn 1 attack, so I might actually defer my first turn by putting my troops, I think, in Hainan and just holding here. I'm likely going to lose the 3 and the 2, but I have a strong southern position. The other move might be to put my troops up there. I really don't want to risk attacking, and I also don't want to be isolated, so I'm going to put my troops up here, kind of running the clock down, which isn't the most respectful to my opponents. So I'm just going to end my turn now, and we'll do an investigation on what they're all about. In the second position, we have a beginner. Played a lot of games. True beginner, 571,000. In the third position, another beginner. They've played very few games, so we don't know what to expect. 2 wins, 5 losses is a really good starting score. Hey, Reg. Say hello to the internet people, Reginald. Wish me luck, buddy. Okay. In the fourth position, we have an expert. Expert is ranked in the 90,000s, really good scorer, fairly low number of games. The AI is 5th, and in the final position we have an intermediate player. So my higher ranked opponents are further towards the end. This is bad for me, but of course being in first position and not taking means I'm pretty much obligated to get a take every subsequent turn. But I really didn't have an easy take, so I didn't want to just, start off the game with a really bad dice roll and then be on the back foot right away. Now at least I'll have easy takes for the remainder of this game. Maybe I'll consolidate my 6 into this 2. Hopefully get the green player to move a little bit out of this space, and I can consolidate my main southern position. Okay, the orange bot is spreading out a bit. Still leaves me with a route to consolidation. Perfect. So I'm going to add my troops to my northern position. Because this is a small map, I like to play it pretty tight. I don't want to expand much from my positions unless I can reasonably expect to hold a continent, which with this many interested opponents, that is unlikely to occur. I've been doing all right with this board, but yeah, and blue will consolidate there and kind of move out of my way, I hope. Yes, good. Okay, so I'm going to put troops here. Do I want to move? This is the question now. Do I want to move into the north, or do I want to move southern? I think I'm going to move into the north, because while orange does occupy the other 2 spots here, they are an AI. So I'm going to consolidate my northern position first, and hopefully I won't have to put so many troops up there after this turn. And I can focus on moving the remainder of my troops south. And then the basic play pattern is, because I put myself at the end of the matching sequence, I want 2 10-point-ish positions on the 5th turn when I match, and hopefully I'm able to take out one of my opponents at that point. But I want those 2 positions to be spread out a bit so that I am not all in one spot and easy to kill. Right now I'm happy with how this game is progressing for me. Purple seems to be consolidating on the east coast. Green seems to be consolidating this continent up here. They're going to bust through 9 on 4. Which isn't ideal, but it'll win. Most likely. Now it's up to one of my opponents to break that continent. I'm not going to do it. I think yellow, well, yellow doesn't have the balls to take on 6. See, this is the ish, right? You really don't want your opponents holding continents, if you can avoid it. But you also don't want to be the one to break them, because then you earn their wrath. I tend to flow into the unoccupied spaces on the board as much as possible and not piss anyone off until it's too late. I try to, if I'm going to attack you, I'm going to try and kill you in one move. And the rest of the time I'm going to try my best to look innocuous, as unthreatening as possible. Okay, blue continues to play it safe and move north, which gives me a road to consolidating in the south. I would really like this green 4 to be out of my hair. And I'm going to attack here, which does still give them 1 route out of that position, and they will get their continent bonus. And then hopefully green moves out, and then I can lock this southern position down, and I'll have 2 strongholds, which is exactly where I want to be. Okay, yellow takes their continent instead of breaking green. If I were green and I was holding the 6, I would break them next turn. But then again, I wouldn't really be in this situation. I'm much happier with how my board is developing at the moment. I'm a little bit worried about blue. Blue seems to be playing a pretty good game at answering what I'm up to. Looks like purple is going to hold that Manchurian continent too. So my 9 is pretty much surrounded by my opponents holding continents. If I were green, I'd put the troops here and break yellow. They don't do that. Okay, they're splitting for defense. And they play it safe with an easy take, reverse in, and pass the turn. Yep. Okay, what does orange do? Orange is going to put more troops in the north, or call it, yeah, more troops in the north, why not? Because it's worked so well for you last time. Okay, so purple's expecting me to break there. I think blue's not going to do it, if I were to make a guess. Maybe they will. I don't want to do it. And if blue doesn't do it, I don't think I'm going to. I think it might be actually the move is to get out of there and move my 9 here. Because green didn't leave me the out, so I can't consolidate this position yet. The other move would be to take Taiwan. Green is thinking it through, or blue is thinking it through. Looks like they're going to break. No. Okay. They go for the continent. So this is the most valuable continent on the board. I think it's worth 4. I mean, most valuable in terms of 4 territories worth 4, right? Like that's really good value. But having not broken purple, I don't see why purple wouldn't reciprocate. And I'm now in a terrible spot here, so I'm going to get out of both of their way. And I think the move is actually to remove purple's exclave and move my largest army slightly south. Don't break anybody. And now I think I'm the only human without a continent, so everyone's taken their positions. I'm not terribly worried about that, though, because I'm all potential energy. So whereas my opponents have spread out a bit to try and defend, I am ready to strike. And it looks like the fish is orange. So let's see if orange can get... Do I have a match? I do have a match. Okay, so let's see if orange can get maybe one more card. And then I'll be in... I can take them out easily with this 11, so I'll put the rest of my troops into the southern 6, and maybe I can sweep up an easy 4 cards from the bot to start the chain of defeat. Purple's being pretty savvy, not really trying to defend. If we're playing a game where no one breaks anyone's continents, that can be okay because the rest of the action is confined to the rest of the other continents. The question is, who can kill who, and when? I'm still okay right now in terms of chips. I'm also going to be naturally last to match, and as the borders become more defined, my opponents are going to have less wiggle room within to play. Okay, so orange is not the fish. They match early. And don't get a take. Okay, that's not great for me. The matching early is fine, but the not getting a take means that the weakest opponent is not worth taking. So now a smart move for me would be to start taking some of the southern position. But blue is in a spot, right? Where do they go? They probably take me out here. Or they break purple. They take this territory being passed around? No, they move into the south. Okay, fair enough. And they consolidate into themselves. Right. Okay, so there's no reason for me to not spread out now into the south. I really would like to take on that 4, but I don't have quite enough troops yet. I'll take Taiwan. Don't want to look too threatening yet. I'm last to match, so my match is going to be fairly decent. And I'm not really in a spot where anyone's going to remove me from any of my positions. It would be nice if green got out of this spot, but I haven't really been pressing them. Yellow puts all its troops. Oh, and holds. Okay, so now yellow's last to act. Very good for yellow. So that screws me out of a couple of troops for my first match in 2 turns. And why wouldn't they? Because they're holding a continent, so they're reinforcing more than I am. Purple spreading out nicely. Okay, I'm starting to fall behind, I think. At least purple is first, or now second to match. Let's see if I can finagle some kind of win here. Yeah, okay, so now everyone's holding off. This is good. I am going to fall behind unless I do something fairly bold. I think in this case, fairly bold means abandoning this position and moving into southern China. I really don't want to have a large army on blue's border any longer. They're going to see that as being too threatening. And preempt the attack. Okay, so I'm getting the hell out of that spot right now. This is the best I can do. I'm still not killable, but I'm not matching last either. So not having a continent, I'm starting to fall behind in terms of troops. I hope orange gets another take, because orange still is the fish, and I can probably remove, if they connect here, I can just remove them that way. Unless one of my opponents gets to them first. And we'll see. 18 troops is not worth 1 card yet at this point. The match point is only 6. Does yellow get a take? They're thinking it through. Feel good about purple. My highest ranked opponent is as far away from me as possible. Okay. Yellow puts into their big army. Gets an easy take. And holds. Yeah, pulls in. Okay, good. Still looks like orange is the fish. Really hoping they get at least 1 more card to make it worth my while. Purple's forced to match at 6. Gonna take out. Maybe they take out orange. Take out the 3. I think blue gets orange before I do. And that's too bad. Of course, it's always possible that orange doesn't get a take and leaves themselves a very unattractive fish. 15 for one card, though, still starting to be worthwhile. Green trying his very best to not leave that position. Okay, orange, please get a take. They don't. Alright, orange is not worth taking. Blue is forced to match now, so my match point will be 8, will be 10, plus high non. Okay. Come on, somebody break the tension. So now the board is very balanced. So I'm just waiting to see who snaps first. And as soon as the tension is broken, this board is going to explode. I'm pretty excited to see how. That's what I like about this, the Qing Dynasty map, right? It's a very explosive board. Okay. Alright, I have a very large army. Do I have a match? I do. Okay, I can kill someone next turn. Who is the fish? Just about anyone. Not green, I don't think. Okay, so yellow's matching on blue's border. Does yellow break blue? No, yellow takes unoccupied space. Alright, I think purple or blue is the fish. Might be purple. 46 troops, 4 cards. Putting in 15 more, it'll be 20. That's a big army. Yeah, maybe purple. I think purple's the fish. I want those 4 cards. If no one's going to break the tension, then I will. And I have to do it, because if I don't, I lose. Alright, purple has 46 troops. Green is forced to match now. I'll be putting in 20 on this 30. So that's 53 troops on 46, and then I'll match again. I think it's worth doing. Okay, green matches in. Does green do anything interesting? I think the way this cookie crumbles is I kill purple and I see if I can kill blue too. Green can block me. They don't. Okay. Orange will do something inconsequential. Orange can block me. They don't. Blue could match. They don't. I kill purple and I get 4 cards. Fair enough. And I think that's how this cookie crumbles. 4 cards is good. I don't know if I can kill another opponent that turn, though. So here we go. I spread out a lot. I got 5 cards, but I'm pretty weak. Someone will probably match and kill me. Really didn't seem like any other way to go. I'm too valuable. Yellow can kill me. They probably will. And if they don't, they weaken me such that someone else can. Yeah, too bad. They don't have the clock, though, right? So this is the ish. You hope they're bad, but you hope they're not too bad. So what yellow has done is they've set me up to be killed by someone else, but they don't kill me. So I'll give them the oops because they're dumb. You don't have time. You're feeding me to someone else, right? Yeah, oops. I know, green loves it, right? Because green's going to kill me. Yeah, well played. You suck too. Now green wins. Way she goes. I like this board a lot. I really didn't see another line. You know what's funny? If I had gotten a take on my turn 1, I would have matched in turn and maybe not been dead. So there you go, my base strategy failed. Let's see how the rest of this game shakes out. I think green wins now because they're just, oh, they double match in turn? Yeah. Kill blue now if they're good. Get 4 cards. And that's the game. Well, way to go, yellow. Beginner's gonna begin. It's just as much my fault as theirs for setting myself up for weakness, but, you know, you all saw my thought process. There really didn't seem to be another way to go about it. So I ended up ahead of the expert and behind 2 beginners and an intermediate. So my score is probably going to decline by about 500 rank points at least. We'll see in the final analysis. Green, you better get orange before the game. Actually, it looks like they have enough time for everything, but just barely. Throw in the good game now. Okay, so green's stunting. Cutting it real close. Good for you, green. One more turn of nothing. Oh no, so green's the expert. Okay, so who did I take out? Oh, I took out a beginner. That was a mistake then. Good for green. Well, it's Sunday night. Maybe I can get 1 or 2 more games in with this map before it is no longer the map of the week. And I'm excited to see what map comes next. Maybe it'll be something that I like and can make a few videos for you guys. So we started off ranked in 2182, lost against 311, so I'm going to go down a bunch, maybe 1,000 points. Yeah, about, okay, 600, 500 points. There you are. 2762 ranked. That is my 1530th game on this app, and that's my win-to-loss ratio. I think it's about 68% these days. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can put in one more Qing Dynasty map video for you guys, but until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.